Alright, gotta do some unboxing. Where's my cutting tool for that? Perfect. Hi everybody. I have in front of me the Magic the Gathering Dungeons & Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms booster box. So, I'm going to go through these and I'm going to open them. And hopefully that'll be fun and not a lot of just staring at me be confused about cards. So, I played Magic originally back, it was soon after it came out. And honestly, I didn't have a good concept of a game like this and what it really was about. I wanted to play with all my cards. And I don't mean I wanted to make a deck out of all my cards. I mean, I wanted to have the entire stack of my collection there that I could draw from. And as you may know, if you play Magic the Gathering, that doesn't work very well because the chances of me actually being able to do anything were awfully small. So it was not a good way to play, and that aggravated me. And it never really caught on, particularly with my group of friends anyway, so I didn't keep playing it. But, and then my relationship with Magic got kind of complicated because I would get, I don't know, I almost grew to have sort of an aversion to it because it was so frustrating to go to a game store on Friday and then not be able to look at anything because everyone was like, their chairs backed up against all the shelves and you couldn't see what was going on because they're all playing Magic. I realize that is a nonsensical thing to be upset about because ultimately that's great for the game stores that participated in Friday Night Magic. And honestly, I don't know that game stores would be afloat without this game. So I heard that they were going to do a set that is in the Forgotten Realms, which is one of my favorite realms in Dungeons & Dragons. Definitely a place where I've run many a game in D&D. And so I decided, well, you know what? I'm not trying to jump in and be a very serious Magic player. Just real casual is my intention. But I thought I'd get a cool booster box. That way I could have a lot of cards to choose from. But I'm not intending to be a person who joins a bunch of tournaments or is buying every set as it comes out. And I've only recently started playing on Arena online. So there's going to be rules, I'm sure, that are on some of these cards that I'm not going to be very familiar with. So my take is going to be coming from someone who is a big fan of the Forgotten Realms and is becoming someone who enjoys playing Magic on a casual level. So if you are an expert Magic player, I'm going to say things that are definitely stupid. I don't know what they're going to be, obviously, but yeah, don't expect a lot of super in-depth Magic strategy talk here because I can't do it, but I will comment on the cards. We'll take a look, and I think I'll do timestamps for each pack maybe, or maybe every 5 packs, I'm not sure. That way, if there's something that you thought was kind of cool that you wanted to look at closer, you could do that easy. But other than that, let's dig into this box. I'm very excited. I've tried to avoid seeing what kind of cards are in here. I do know of some, but I didn't want to have everything spoiled for me. I want to be kind of surprised and amazed at the stuff that I get in this box. And I didn't want it to be a matter of having seen every picture and all that, because that's just boring to me. So, okay, here we have it. Look at this. Oops. All these booster packs. That's a lot of booster packs. Whoo boy. Even the art on the cover of these is really cool, so I'll have to show that off here. So, let's get into it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this box aside. So we probably don't really need that. Just so we can see the actual packs a little bit better in the cards. So this one has a Mind Flayer on the cover, a great but terrifying enemy you can face in Dungeons & Dragons. So I'm going to have a lot more insight as far as Dungeons & Dragons than I am about Magic and what these cards mean for Magic. So we're going to see. And I even had to, because I know there's a little symbol on here that tells you if a card is common or uncommon or what have you. And I would have no idea, honestly. So I have a little thing up to remind me of exactly that. All right. So we have a zombie. Looks good and creepy. Oh, this is not even... Okay. Token. It's a token creature. Okay. See, this is already... I'm already messing this up. That's how it goes. Okay. Oh, what is that? I don't know if these are going to be all the packs or not. This might be something that's not exciting at all to anybody else, but I think it's cool. Cloister Gargoyle. Huh. So, huh. I guess it's like an art card. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Ooh, we got a nifty foil basic land. Mountains. That's neat. Ooh, Brunor Battlehammer. And this is what I like. It's got the very kind of old school style art on this one, which is really neat. I like that. Find the Path and Enchantment. Art, as you might expect from Magic the Gathering, is phenomenal. I was curious if I'd see a bunch of art that I've seen in other D&D products. I don't think that's necessarily going to be the case, though. Hill Giant Herd Gorger. Owl Bears. I always like owl bears. I don't even know if I've used them in the game in D&D, honestly, but I just like them as a concept. I'm trying to figure out a good way to get the lighting real nice on here. Blue Dragon. That is my favorite chromatic dragon, or the blues. And appropriately enough, it's in the blue deck, which is I'm finding my least favorite thing to play against, because man, is it a pain in the butt. Hunter's Mark. It's a spell. Spell costs 3 less cast if its targets a blue permanent you don't control. The spell can't be countered. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Oh, interesting. Okay. Tiger Tribe Hunter. I'm not familiar with the Tiger Tribe. It's a barbarian group, looks like. That's cool. Ingenious Smith, a human artificer. Very cool. Okay. Monk class, enchantment. Oh, okay, so it's like so you do an enchantment, I'm guessing, to maybe give a class to somebody. I am saying so many things that I have no knowledge of. So I appreciate you bearing with me. I hope this is still interesting to you. I find it fun. Mordenkainen. I know Mordenkainen. Legendary Planeswalker. Fantastic. That's cool. Huh, okay. Choose your weapon. Okay, so you can kind of choose to either do 2-weapon fighting or archery. That's cool. And of course, it is a really neat foil card. Fantastic. I was going to put these in cool little piles as I went, and I completely forgot to do that. So I'm going to put these aside, and I'm going to try to remember as I go to sort them into different piles so I can organize these a little bit. All right, pack 2. We have, I don't know, maybe a maid or something. Looks cool. Let's open this up. See what we got. I'm deathly afraid that my camera's battery is going to die in the midst of this. Okay, there's a lot of noise in my house because there is a lot of noise in my house. That's just how it is. Not the best thing perhaps for trying to do videos, but you know, it is what it is. That's really neat. Is that just art? Yeah. I like the art cards actually a lot. I don't know if that's real typical in sets or not, to be honest with you. I'll have to research all this. Oh, that swamp picture looks so cool. That is a lot better than a lot of the other swamps I've seen. As you trudge through the sewers of Baldur's Gate, it dawns on you, where are all the rats? Oh, that's not a good sign. So, awesome. Love it. Kalain, Reclusive Painter. She's a legendary creature, a human elf bard. Again, with the kind of cool old school looking art. I like that a lot. Another bard. This is an inspiring bard. Creature, elf bard. And I'm not sure exactly what he's fighting off there, but bards are kind of fun. All right, let's see. Vampire Spawn. That looks appropriately creepy. You're ambushed on the road, which is something that I think every Dungeon Master has said at least 500 times. So that's really cool. You can make all these interesting choices here, like choose one, make a retreat, or stand and fight. That's really clever, because it really does sort of bring into the game a little bit of a role-playing game sort of feel. I'm sure it won't be too deep as far as that goes, but that is really neat. We have a dungeon crawler, which is funny, because that's what you do in D&D. It's a zombie creature, though. That's fantastic. Barrowin of Clan Undor, maybe. Legendary creature, dwarf cleric. The name sounds familiar, and I cannot, for the life of me, place why. So I don't know if that's somebody that I've actually read about, or if it's just my brain telling me that I have. Who knows? Cloister Gargoyle.
Don't pick that up. No, Logan.
Can you hear my children yelling at each other? I'm sure you can. Put that over there. Price of Loyalty. Sorcery. You can get control of a target creature. Cool. Eye of the Beholder. Target creature gets -11/-11 till the end of turn. Holy God. That's, like, not even knowing Magic, that sounds insanely brutal. I know it a little bit. Enough to know that that's a lot of points. Grazalax, Illithid Scholar. He's a legendary creature. A horror. And he's blue. That makes sense that a Mind Flayer would be blue. Well, with control. Plundering Barbarian, another cool foil. It's a dwarf barbarian. When plundering barbarian enters the battlefield, choose one. Smash the chest, which will destroy the target artifact, or pry it open. Create a treasure token. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to see what treasure tokens are all about. I don't know. Magic minigame. Roll for initiative. This is weird. This is like wow. It's like a weird little separate game. That's kind of interesting. I wonder, I wonder how that is. Might be cool. All right. Pack 3. This is taking a while. I need to zip it along, don't I? I know. I can hear you guys. You're like, stop talking so much. All right. So, Blue Dragon on the cover, which I'm going to say right now, the good cards are going to be in the Blue Dragon packs. I can't prove that. There's no logic behind that statement whatsoever. But I'm going with it because Blue Dragons are the best. All right, we have Eliwick Tumblestrom. Creature you control get trample and haste and get +2/+2 for each differently named dungeon you've completed. I like the art. She's got some kind of little I don't know, gecko or something on her shoulder. I'm not sure what that is, but this is something. I don't know. It's cool though. Whatever it is, we're gonna go with that. I don't know where these go. I gotta figure this out. There's all kinds of things that I didn't even know even existed in Magic packs, and people are probably going, "Oh, that's awesome!" Like some kind of big dragon or something attacking a ship. The ship looked like it might be in a little trouble from this. It's a dragon turtle. Oh, and this is just straight up Dungeons and Dragons stats on here. That's interesting. They really are going for like the full integration here. So we have an island, basic land island. That's really pretty too. Wow, very nice. I love it. Okay, we've got the Underdark Basilisk with Death Touch. I do not know yet what Death Touch means, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Verida's Fireball. Instant. And you have to roll a d20 to see what some of these things do. So this is going to be really interesting. I'm curious if this kind of stuff is going to be the kind of thing that like the more pure Magic players hate, or if they'll like it. Swarming Goblin. When they enter the battlefield, roll a d20. This is so bizarre. So I like this. Okay, again, I am far from an expert in Magic. As far as I know, I don't think there's a lot of rolling a d20 to see what happens in Magic. So, a Brazen Dwarf. It's cool. A Prosperous Innkeeper. He's a Halfling Citizen. So, I'm curious what the treasure tokens are about. I don't know if that's something that's been in Magic previously, but... Skullport Merchant. Probably a shady kind of interval. Says buy something or get out. Okay. There's so much crazy stuff here. All right. Oh, this is going to be Clayton, Reclusive Painter. I'm pretty sure that we have had her in this box already. So that's fine, though. I don't mind that. A little doubling up. Never hurt anybody. Goblin Javelineer. Haste. Whenever a Goblin Javelineer becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to target creature blocking it. Very good. Shambling Ghast. It's, I don't know if that's still the description. I know back in 2nd edition D&D, ghasts were zombies, but stinkier, which is amazing, because you figure zombies have to be pretty rank as it is. Lair of the Hydra. Oh, it's a land. Okay. If you control 2 or more of the other lands, Lair of the Hydra enters the battlefield tapped. You tap, it adds forest, or whatever they call the green ones. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay. So, and we have a Great Axe artifact equipment. And that is another foil. I, of course, like the foils. I know they're special. I don't know how rare any one of these particular cards is. I'm not seeing the little symbol. I could be wrong. That tells me how rare a card is. So, I don't know. All right, let's zip it along. Let's see what else we got. All right, we got another Mind Flayer cover pack. I know the covers don't mean anything, but I kind of like to pretend they do. I'm not saying that makes sense. It clearly does not, but I like to pretend that makes sense. Ooh, this is really cool. Look at that. Put a cool like foil signature kind of thing on it. That's awesome. I don't know if that means anything special for it or not. We got the basic land, plains. Another cool foil one. I like the foils so much. Okay. A Genie Windseer. Again, sort of like the old school style art a little bit. I like it. It looks like it's out of the old Monstrous Manual, the one that was for 2nd edition. That was in a 3-ring binder, which I actually really like that system, actually. Steadfast Paladin. It's a Dwarven Knight. Very cool. Paladin. That's going to be white mana, of course. So I've made all these piles for different things, and I'm having the dangest trouble figuring out where any specific thing is. We got the Potion of Healing. That's also white. Very good. Ooh, a Celestial Unicorn. That's nice. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Celestial Unicorn. That's awesome. I know if I ever play with my daughters, they're going to want to have that in their deck every time. I do believe. Okay, Wild Shape. It's got to be a spell, right? Okay. So yeah, it kind of just changes the characters, or the creatures, rather. Okay. Druid class. There's another one of those cool class cards. I'm curious to see how those all work out. It sounds fascinating. Sudden Insight. Another spell. Draw a card for each different mana value among non-land cards in your graveyard. Okay. Very cool, very cool. Do I even have a blue pile? Holy smokes. This is getting out of hand, people. I'm trying to make this make sense. All right. Moon Blessed Cleric. It's a human elf cleric. That sounds confusing. I wonder if they mean half elf. So, anyway, cool cleric. That's good. Treasure Vault. Artifact land. Okay. Interesting. See, a lot of these, I am just going to have to figure out how to even use, because it's going to be a little beyond me, to be honest with you. But I'll get there. I'm not worried about it. Flame Skull. Creature skeleton. It's flying. Flame Skull cannot block, but has rejuvenation. When it dies, exile it. If you do, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play one of those cards. If you cast Flame Skull this way, you can't play the other card, and vice versa. Okay. Plummet. That's another cool foil. Love it. As in, destroy target creature with flying. That's great. I gotta tell you, one of the things I don't like about playing against blue is the freaking flying. All right, Magic Minigame. It's another little minigame. Mimic Match. I'm curious about that, but I don't want to read too much rule stuff right now. Okay, we're getting there. I was trying so hard to say which deck I was opening each time, and I have completely lost track. I think this is card 5, or excuse me, pack 5. Excuse me, I know what I'm trying to say. It's not coming out right. Pack 5. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that's pretty ghastly. It's a cool another art card. Love it. Oh no, this is actually one of those that has the D&D stats on it, which is fantastic. That's really cool. I know back in 2nd edition, they had these Dungeons & Dragons trading cards you could get, and it had NPCs and monsters and all kinds of things and all their stats. It didn't have full background on everything. I think I may have little blurbs about them, but I always liked that. It was kind of a cool way to keep track of stuff. There's Island. All my D&D related stories are going to be from 2nd edition because I haven't done that much with any edition since. I was not a big fan of 3rd edition, or was really not a big fan of 4th edition. There's another Celestial Unicorn. Grim Bounty, sorcery. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Create a treasure token. Wow, that sounds awfully devastating. Oh, cool, mimics. Oh, it's an artifact, treasure. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Boy, oh boy. I keep pulling these things like out of the camera. Hired Hexblade. It's a creature, elf warlock. I feel like I'm getting a lot of black and a lot of red. Granted, we're only a little bit into the box. So, Raven Fuelment. That's a great spell. Knock out some of that intelligence. I'm sure that's not exactly what it does here, but that's okay. Oh, the warlock class. That is what my most recent D&D character was. There's a half-elf warlock. And his patron type beast was sort of like a siren or something like it from the sea. And he thought that she was in love with him. He was sure, but he thought of her as his girlfriend. And she may or may not have even known that he existed. Shessa, Death's Whispered. Legendary creature, human elf warlock. Bewitching Whispers. When Shessa, Death's Whisper, enters the battlefield, target creature blocks his turn if able. Whispers of the Grave. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. Interesting. Great Axe, another equipment piece. Actually, I had that one before, but I had the foil version. Barrowin of Clan Undor. I already had that one. Dwarf Cleric. Oh my god. It is a old D&D module. I need to keep my hands in the friggin'... I get so excited I kind of forget to hold it where I need to hold this. It's land. If you control 2 or more other lands, Hall of Storm Giants enters the battlefield tapped. Tap it, add 1 blue mana, pay 5 mana and a blue mana until end of turn. Hail of Storm Giants becomes a 7/7 blue giant creature with a ward 3. It's still a land. Wow, okay. That's pretty cool. I like that they did this with the cards. They really harken back to some old D&D stuff, which I like. That's actually probably even before I was getting into D&D, but I still like that stuff. Priest of Ancient Lore, creature, Dwarf Cleric. Alright, awesome. And a Latchkey Fairy. She looks kind of scary, actually. And she's flying, and she's blue. Ugh, blue. My most despised opponent. Alright. I believe we're on 6 now. Don't hold me to it. Now I'm debating whether or not I should just stop saying the number since I'm not sure I'm on the right one anymore. Okay, well, I will be putting timestamps on the video, so you'll know that way. Wolf. That's cool, wolf. Creature wolf. So I gotta figure out what the deal is with these token creature things. I can almost hear people yelling at their screens. It just does this. Oh, this is a neat picture. like some sort of like a fae, or maybe a person following a fairy out through some sort of a portal in the tree. That looks really cool. We got our swamp, basic land, fantastic. Gotta have them. Oh boy, Rhyme Shield Frost Giant. Creature, Giant Warrior, Ward 3. That's a blue creature, okay. Priest of Ancient Lore, I know I've had that. I believe I had a foil version of him. Dawnsbringer Cleric, Human Cleric. Herald of Hadar, Human Warlock. Yeah, I'm intrigued by this roll a d20 and see what happens thing. Because that's going to make playing them a little unpredictable. You know, usually in Magic, I think when you put something down, you kind of know how it's going to behave, and you won't necessarily with this. All right, Gretchen Titchwillow, legendary creature, halfling druid. Just kind of a blue-green person. Plant what you wish to see grow. Listen for the stories you want to hear told. Very nice. Wizard class. It's a blue card. Magic Missile. That is a classic D&D power. Or spell, I should say. I think everyone uses that pretty heavily. Okay. Shortcut Seeker. Creature. Human Rogue. Very cool. She has indeed found a shortcut. Way to go, Shortcut Seeker. Oswald Fiddlebender, legendary creature, gnome artificer. Fantastic. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord, creature, goblin rogue. Oh boy, what's this thing? Oh, the Eye of Vecna. How cool is that? When Eye of Vecna enters the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose 2 life. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 2 mana. If you do, draw a card and you lose 2 life. That's really cool. I'm going to try not to be bothered that the whole Vecna thing is actually from Greyhawk and not Forgotten Realms. We're going to ignore that. Greyhawk, I know it probably came first in the D&D setting, but did anyone care about that after Forgotten Realms came out? I don't feel like they did. I just don't think they did. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm sure there are some Greyhawk fans out there, but I don't get it. So, all right. Look at that. That's really cool. Big creepy eye thing. All right, we got our basic land, mountain. Those are important. As I found out, as an early Magic player trying to play with every card I had, you need mana to do anything. Dire Wolf Prowler. Creature wolf. Neverwinter Dryad. That's actually the same as that art picture I was just talking about a minute ago, where it's got the, I don't know if it's a person or another fairy coming out of a portal following a, at least smaller fairy. So that's cool. Where are my greens? I don't know anymore. You'd think this would be easy. They're all in front of me. But for some reason, my brain's not making this happen. So we're just going to put it there. All right. Scaled Herbalist. It's like a lizard druid. Okay. Bullet. These guys are beasts. Weren't they like land sharks? Because they like basically swim practically through the ground and then just burrow up at you. Those are brutal in D&D, so we'll see how they are in here. I don't know. Hulking Bugbear. Well, a kind of bugbear, in my opinion. You got them hulking. Goblin Morningstar. It's equipment again. Battlecry Goblin. A lot of cool goblin stuff. A Dire Wolf Prowler. Wandering Troubadour. A Dragon Bard. I wonder how a Dragon Bard would actually sing. I don't know. I imagine them having very growly voices, so maybe they'd be very death metal. Who can say? Paladin class. That is, of course, white. Skeletal Swarming enchantment. That's real cool. Another foil. All right, my recorder actually stopped recording. So I hope I didn't miss too much. Forgive me, guys. I didn't even know it would do that. So that's sort of aggravating. But I don't think I missed too much. I think I might have missed partway through one pack. So we have an angel. That's cool. All right. Another cool art card. I like that. I'm trying to think if that's... I'm trying to remember. I think their kobolds are sort of lizardy now, so I think that might be what that is. I'm not sure. Forest, basic land. Oh, there's a bullet again, but in the old art style. I think that's really neat that they did that. I assume that the cards behave the same. I don't know if I can dig that out. The bullet. Oh, I thought I had it. Pretty sure I did it. Okay, I'm just gonna see. Okay. So cost same amount of mana, creature, beast at the beginning. Yeah, exactly the same. Just different art, which is fine. Okay, let's get back on with this. All right, we have an Earth Cult Elemental. Looks cool. Hoarding Ogre. Another one where you have to roll dice. Spoils the Hunt. Instant. Wow. The target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each mana from a treasure that was spent to cast a spell. When that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent control. Okay. Neat. Displacer Beast. Another real classic D&D creature. Very hard to hit. Very cool concept, I think. Okay. Blink Dog. Actually, almost kind of similar. Teleporting dog, basically. All right. Wild Shape. I feel like, yeah, we've definitely had one of those before. Arcane Investigator. It's an elven wizard. You search the room and you roll d20. That's fun. Okay. Temple of the Dragon Queen. It is a land. Wow. As Temple of the Dragon Queen enters the battlefield, you may reveal a dragon card from your hand. Temple of the Dragon Queen enters the battlefield tapped unless you revealed a dragon card this way, or you control a dragon. As Temple of the Dragon Queen enters the battlefield, choose a color. Add 1 mana of the chosen color. Okay. Awesome. Volo, Guide to Monsters. Awesome. Volo, very classic person. I keep moving my hand way up here because I'm just how I'm looking at him, but that's not helpful to you, so I'm going to try not to do that. So that's awesome. And another foil, Delver's Torch. I assume there's a foil in every pack, seems like. That's fun. Now, I don't know. I'm sure Magic people know exactly. Do they make a foil of every card that's out there? Or are there just like certain cards they pick for whatever reason? Okay, here is maybe a halfling talking to fairy dragons, but the halfling is creepy looking. Can you see that art okay? I think she's creepy. Her face is weird. All right. Sorry, halfling, but that's how it is. Basic land, mountains. Oh, here's another cool old module one. Evolving Wilds. It is a land as well. Some of these are not very color specific, so okay. Delver's Torch, I believe I had that before. Gloomstalker. It's a dwarf ranger. As long as you completed a dungeon, Gloomstalker has double strike. How you complete a dungeon? I don't know. Veteran Dungeoneer. Aberrant Mind Sorcerer. Power of Persuasion. Another one where you roll dice to see what happens. Love it. Oh, here's that same creepy looking person. A Feywild Trickster. Oh, it's a no Morlock. Okay, well, no Morlock, you're creepy looking. Delver's Torch again. Gretchen Titchwillow again. Definitely had her. There's the Eye of Vecna. Again, although not the foil this time. Shortcut Seeker. Foil. Very pretty. Juniper Order Ranger. Human Knight. That's really cool. Okay. So let's dig into this one here. Fairy dragon. Awesome. So someone needs to tell me, when you have this and has this kind of a backing like this, is this something that you actually use in the game? Because it seems like it'd be odd. And it's definitely, I mean, it doesn't have a way to, I don't really know. I don't really understand. But you know what? That's fine. Oh, okay, cool. Here's an art card that's with the old style art. Looks like an owlbear, probably. Basic land plains. Rust monster. Ugh, God. I always felt too bad as a dungeon master bringing a rust monster out against players because, man, it sucks to have all your equipment just destroyed by something like that. Creature, Tiefling Rogue. Fantastic. Thieves' Tools. Gotta have them. Yuan-Ti Fangblade. Creature, Snake Rogue. Very awesome. There's a lot of black cards in this one. Power Word Kill. Whew, yeah. Destroy any target non-angel, non-demon, non-devil, non-dragon creature. Man, that's another one of those spells in D&D that I feel almost bad pulling out because it's so, like, just, you know, I mean, it's death. It's instant death. Death Priest of Miracle. Tiefling Cleric. Helps your skeletons, vampires, and zombies. Dungeon Crawler, there's that creature again. Dire Wolf Prowler. Swarming Goblins. Cave of the Frost Dragon, that is a land, kind of special land looks like. And Wizard Class, all sparkly. Alright. We're getting through here. It takes, oh, I grabbed 2 on accident. That's okay. We'll put that to the side. We'll need it soon. So I got to keep an eye on my screen here so I know when it turns off, which, you know, again, is not something I even knew that it did. So that was a surprise to me. I don't think I've had MS. I think it said that because it had gone so long. So this is going to be a long video, apparently. So I hope it is enjoyable to you. The Atropal. Token legendary creature. God Horror. Death Touch. I'm not familiar with that. Boy, I don't even know. Tomb of Annihilation. I'm not even trying to use these cards, but I am fascinated by them. Oh my god, okay. Now I'm really happy. I think I said earlier in this video that blue dragons are the best dragon in my opinion, and I got a cool, like really gorgeous art card with a blue dragon on it. That's fantastic. Alright, we've got Swamp, which is great. Can you hear all that stomping? That's my kid. Alright, Mimic, another cool art one. Compelled Duel. Kind of force people to block. Underdark Basilisk or Basilisk has Death Touch. Alright. Spare Dagger. It's an artifact. You see a pair of goblins. Instant. Choose one. Charge them or befriend them. Alright. Intrepid Outlander. Creature. Orc Ranger. You happen on a glade. Choose one, journey on, or make camp. That's fascinating. Alright. Swarming Goblins. I know I've had those guys before. Precipitous Drop. Huh, okay. Rogue Class. That's a pretty card. And, ooh, yeah, very nice. I got a foil Black Dragon. That's really cool. I feel like Dungeons & Dragons is kind of weird because you don't actually bring out the dragons that much. You know, they're sort of a special thing, and you can't be dealing with them at low levels. You know, even a hatchling dragon is pretty rough. Token Creature Skeleton. There's that again. Lost Mine of Fandelver. So I know that these are all names of adventures. Oh, that's cool. Like Pixie or Fairy or something. That art card. Love it. Love it, love it. Basic Land Forest. Basic lands are not very exciting. I mean, you need them, of course, but not very exciting to come across. Oh, Pixie Guide. Here, it's the same exact art and everything. So, alright. Manticore, that's cool. Flash, flying. Tail Spikes. When Manticore enters the battlefield, destroy target creature an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. Neat. Feign Death. Cool spell. A zombie ogre. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Sounds unpleasant, to say the least. There's our wandering troubadour again. Green dragon. Very nice. He's doing his chlorine breath at people. Dragon's disciple. Awesome. There's our owlbear. Hive of the Hive Tyrant. It is a land. Westgate Regent. It's a vampire. Very cool. I don't know how vampires are in the game in general. I've messed them a little bit on Arena, but I like vampires as a general rule. Circle of the Moon Druid. Creature. Human Elf Druid. Very nice. Oh, you know what? I already had a pack out. I'm going to keep doing that too. I'm going to keep having one pack out because I keep forgetting I have a pack out. That's my theory. So, to you people who play Magic, do you usually play with your foil cards, or do you keep them separate and hope you have a non-foil version of that card if you want to play that one? Alright, so here's our Tiefling Rogue. I used to always say Tiefling, and now I've heard Tiefling a lot more, so I don't know the correct pronunciation. I think I'm going to go Tiefling because I've heard that more now. But it is hard for me to come around to that because I've said it differently in my head forever. So if I say it wrong, deal with it. All right. Swamp. Gotta have swamps. Ooh, red dragon. And it's a cool looking card. See, now, does it mean something special when there is not the border? I don't know. I need to talk to somebody who knows a lot more about Magic than I do because I don't know that much about it. It's all new to me, but that makes it kind of exciting because now I have license to research, and it's kind of an exciting thing to do. I think there's going to be a lot of people who buy this set, or maybe some of the other sets that are taking place or set in other worlds outside of Magic. I think a lot of people will buy these sets and be trying to learn about the game, which is great for the Magic community, I think. Elterguard Ranger. It's a human elf ranger. I don't understand that. I'm assuming it is half elf, but that's a weird one to me. Plummet. I feel like we had one of those before. Arborea Pegasus. Different than our unicorn, of course. Just Pegasus. Awesome. Druid class. I believe I've had Druid class. I think it was a foil, maybe. Sudden Insight. Blue. Oh, man. Gretchen Titchwillow. I've got you like 100 times over now. Not really. 3. I think that's my third Gretchen. There's another Pegasus in the same pack. I guess that happens sometimes. Power Word Kill. Definitely had that one. Oh, Minsk, Beloved Ranger. Okay, if you've played Baldur's Gate, you know Minsk. Minsk and his mini giant space hamster, I think, named Boo. He's like, go for the eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes. Something like that. It's been a minute since I played Baldur's Gate, but I'm actually happy because I did eventually actually beat Baldur's Gate after starting it like 800 times. I beat it on the Switch, so that's exciting for me. Charmed Sleep. Awesome. Invisibility. That's cool. Okay, a little brief interruption because the youngest kid got a hold of something that he shouldn't have, so I had to go and deal with that situation. So, let's go ahead and open this up. Alright. Token creature, goblin. Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I don't know about that. I just don't know how those work in the game, or if they even do work in the game. Oh boy, I'm not even sure exactly what I'm looking at, but it looks cool and creepy as heck. Alright. Got a foil island. Very nice. Baleful Beholder. Awesome. I like beholders. Another creature I'm always afraid to use in D&D because I've got that disintegration eye, which is really brutal. Minimus Containment. You found the villain's lair. Choose one, foil their scheme, or learn their secrets. Kick in the door. Iron Golem. That should be a hardy creature. Okay. Chaos Chandler, Human Shaman. Burning Hands, another good classic spell. Prosperous Innkeeper, we've definitely had him before. Tiger Tribe Hunter, we've had that one. Dungeon Descent Land, one of their weird special lands. Precipitous Drop, another foil. I think I might have already had a foil Precipitous Drop. I'm not sure. I don't recall. Okay. We're getting through it. We're getting through it. I hope this journey is kind of fun for you. It's definitely fun for me, but, you know, if no one enjoys watching it, then whatever. I don't know. What can I do, you know? Here's our cool art card. It's like a barbarian doing some beheading. Got Plains. Neverwinter Dryad in the old art style. Shortcut Seeker, we definitely have that. Charm Sleep, we definitely have that. Soul Knife Spy, I don't think we had a Soul Knife Spy. That's pretty cool looking. Okay. Cloister Gargoyle. Baron of Clan Undor, I know I have that one. 50 Feet of Rope, always useful in D&D anyway. Precipitous Drop, another one of those. Owl Bears. I don't know if you can have enough Owl Bears. That's fine. White. Ooh, a foil Owl Bear. Like after I just said I don't think you can have enough. There's yet another one. A skeleton token creature. So, alright, we're getting through it. Alright, got another token creature skeleton here, looks like. Okay, where was I here? Another little interruption. It just happens. You know, what are you going to do? Alright, here's our cool art card. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's kind of barbarian. I'm not sure exactly what we're looking at here, but... Oh, it's a Frost Giant. Okay. And that's another one of the cool ones, the D&D rules on it. I love that. Island, basic land. Another art mimic. I think I've done that before. Valor Singer. A Tiefling Bard. Awesome. Goblin Javelineer. I have that. Hobgoblin Captain. I'm not sure if I had a captain yet or not. I know I had a hulking Hobgoblin, I believe. 50 Feet of Rope again. Excellent. Fly enchantment. More flying. Alright. Eccentric Apprentice. A Tiefling Wizard. Clever Conjurer. Gnome Wizard. Delver's Torch. Meteor Swarm. And a Goblin Morningstar. Nice and foily. Very cool. Hear weird siren noises in the background. That is not actual police activity going on in my neighborhood. That is Brooklyn Nine-Nine playing in the other room. So that's what's happening there. I'm not, there's not like a weird issue going on in the neighborhood here. Okay. We got a treasure token, which I've seen them talk about. I don't think we had one of those yet before, so we'll see. Ooh, this is a cool picture. Really like that. I hope that's showing up well on the camera. As I record this, I may have mentioned before in other videos, I'm just looking at the little screen on my camera, so it's sometimes hard for me to tell if I'm getting a good quality image or not, which is a little frustrating. I'd like to get a different setup somehow, but I just don't have the ability to do it right now. So hopefully it's not too frustrating for all of you. Got our mountain, another pixie guide, secret door, that's cool. Bar the Gate. Mordenkainen's Polymorph, nice. Changes character, of course. Trickster's Talisman. Lightfoot Rogue. Oh, a Dryder, that's awesome. I love the Dark Elves or the Dry Elves, whatever you want to call them, in Forgotten Realms. That's great. They've kind of changed the background now so that they're not necessarily evil, just depending on location, which, I mean, I think it makes sense. You're talking about an entire, especially the Forgotten Realms is so huge, it makes sense that you would have different ones in different places. Nadar, Selfless Paladin. It's a Dragon Knight. That's cool. Ooh, Xanathar, Guild Kingpin. I love Xanathar. And Sepulture Ghoul. Yeah, they made it so, like, you know, the city of Menza Baranzan very, very much in the control of Loth, you know, like her cult or priestesses, but they made it so there are some settlements that are not that way. Which kind of makes sense to me. Although it's, you know, it is a little change to get used to. You know, you're used to thinking of all Dark Elves being evil, and they've kind of shifted that, but that's fine. So, treasure token. Alright, we have a Tarrasque. A Tarrasque, the most dreaded creature in all of Dungeons and Dragons. There's our D&D stats. That thing's bonkers. I don't know how it is in 5th edition. I know in way back in 2nd, there was like a very specific way you had to defeat it. You had to do these certain spells and do a wish spell and all this other, like it was ridiculous. It's a mountain. Cloister Gargoyle. You see a guard approach. You can distract the guard or you can hide. Bull's Strength. That's cool. She's just crushing down that gate, fence, whatever it is. Shocking Grasp. Another great classic spell. A Loathsome Troll. There's not too many trolls that are not real loathsome, to be honest, but this one's especially loathsome. Targnar Demon Fangnol. Legendary creature. Ray of Frost. Priest of Ancient Lore, we definitely have had him. Dungeon Crawler, definitely have had that. Guardian of Faith, that's kind of neat. Spirit Knight, looks very cool and ghosty. Portable Hole, always handy to have. They fall for it every time. Ha ha ha. Very cute. Alright, I approve of the dad jokes. Alright. We're plowing through these packs. Alright, here's my awesome art card. Looks like a purple worm. Very dangerous. I have another foil swamp. I have another old art style owlbear. Eye of the Beholder. I definitely have had that one before. A Baleful Beholder. I believe I've had a Baleful Beholder. I had some kind of beholder. I think that was that. You come to a river. You can fight the current or you can find a crossing. Wizard class. Had that. Magic Missile again. Iron Golem. Goblin Morningstar. Reaper's Talisman. Haven't had that. Whenever a crypt creature attacks, it gains Death Touch until the end of the turn. Whenever a crypt creature attacks alone, defending player loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Oh, that's kind of nice. I like the whole stealing others' life to add to your life. It's like a double whammy. Yuan Ti Melison. It's a snake rogue. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I always said Yuan Ti, but I don't know if that's correct. Dawnbringer Cleric. Foil. Here's another magic mini game. I'm curious how that goes. Let's see here. Alright. This is going to be the most magic cards I've ever had at any one point, just from this one box, by the way. Another fantastic art card. Really pretty art. You'd expect no less from the fine folks at Wizards of the Coast. So we got a Plains, Barwin of Clan Undor. I don't think I had that art with that character, I don't think. Precipitous Drop, I have several of those now, I think. Clattering Skeletons, that's new. Fate's Reversal. Return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Venture into the dungeon. Enter the first room or advance it to the next room. See, I don't know what this dungeon situation is. I'm guessing that might be new to the set, but I don't know. Temple of the Dragon Queen, I definitely have that. White Dragon. Black Dragon. Secret Door. Gloomstalker, I believe I've had that. Werewolf Pack Leader, that's cool. I haven't had a Werewolf Pack person before, I don't think. Devour Intellect Sorcery. Ugh, Intellect Devourers are gross. But it's a cool foil card, so I'm not going to complain. Here's another Magic mini game. Okay. We're getting through it. I am hoping that I'll get a Drist card. I don't know if I will. I'm not even sure there is one, but I sort of assume that there is. Oh, that's cool. Looks like maybe a halfling bard, perhaps. Making some creatures dance in the fire, some flame creatures. That's really cool. I wouldn't mind having posters of a lot of this. Island, basic land. Oh, Evolving Winds, another dungeon module land card. That's cool. Evolving Wilds. Looks like a special land. You hear something on watch. You can rouse the party or set off traps. Direwolf Prowler. Chaos Channeler, Human Shaman. I think I might have had that. I'm not sure. Burning Hands, definitely have had that one. Loathsome Troll, I remember the Loathsome Troll. Neverwinter Dryad. Bag of Holding. It's of course okay to have these duplicates because you usually have multiples of certain cards in your deck. Ooh, the Hand of Vecna. Legendary artifact. At the beginning of combat on your turn, equipped creature or a creature you control named Vecna gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Equip, pay 1 life for each card in your hand. Equip 2 mana. Hama-Pashar, Ruin Seeker, Human Wizard. Oh my gosh. Is this like a real, like super rare? It's a good question. Yeah, Mythic, I believe. Don't hold me to that because I'm not good at looking at these and telling, apparently. Hydra Avatar, but it cost 2 white, 2 blue, 2 black, 2 red, and 2 green to bring this sucker out. Protection from everything. If Progenitus would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, reveal Progenitus and shuffle it into its owner's library instead. Wow. So that's a pretty awesome one right there, it looks like. I don't know how you would play that because it needs a lot of very specific mana, but it's impressive. I guess if I'm sure people are like yelling at me, you just do this thing. I believe you. I just don't know. Oh, this is an interesting art card. I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at here, but it's definitely pretty. We have our Forest. Manticore. Excellent. Scion of Stygia, or say it, Tiefling Shaman. Arcane Investigator, Elf Wizard. Genie Windseer. Fly. Eccentric Apprentice, have had that. You find some prisoners, you can break their chains or interrogate them. Secret Door, definitely have had several of those. Dragon Turtle. I think I had the art card of that. That's pretty cool. Oop, hello. Hold on, we're getting there. Bolo Guide to Monsters. I know we've had that one, but this is with the old art style. Shocking Grasp foil. And Shambling Shell. A plant zombie. Interesting. I don't know too much about that. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited I got that cool, I believe that is a mythic card. I haven't noticed having another one. It's possible I just didn't notice, but I don't imagine there's a ton of mythics in like the non-collector's box. That's a cool picture. I like that. Man, those collector's booster packs are expensive. I had no idea, and I was at Target, and they had some, but they didn't have the price tag on there, and I was thinking, gosh, I wonder if these are like almost like 10 or 11 bucks. Haha. Right. They were like 26 something. Holy smokes. That is for the serious collector. I would love to have those cards, but I can't shell out that kind of cash for that. So I'll get our Swamp, Arborea Pegasus, Rhyme Shield Frost Giant. A lot of these we had before. Air Cult Elemental. I don't believe I had that one. That's pretty cool. Clever Conjurer. I've had that. Oh, good. A Red Dragon. I was thinking, I couldn't remember if I'd had a Red Dragon or not. I think I've got all the chromatics. I don't know if they have even the metallics in these sets because I haven't seen one, I don't think. Dungeon Map. Excellent. Purple Worm. Hey, those are Purple Worm. We had the art thing for earlier. Great Axe. I've definitely had that. Eccentric Apprentice. Sorcerer Class. Fantastic. Celestial Unicorn. Ooh, it's a foil old art. That's neat. I didn't know they did that. That's cool. Stasis Snare enchantment. Okay. So, I'm curious. I may even be wrong that card was a legendary. I don't know. It's got, I guess that color symbol, but I don't know if that's even correct. So, oh boy. I'm telling you. I am definitely not the expert here. But I am having fun opening these. I hope it's somewhat fun to watch. Okay, ooh, God, that's ugly, to say the least. Ugly, but there it is. Not everything can be pretty. We got Plains, Goblin Jellineer, which I know I've had those with the regular. I don't know if I had it with the Old Internet. Pixie Guide. Excellent. Contact Other Plane. Spiked Pit Trap. Awesome. Oh, I know we had this one before. Hama Pashar Runeseeker. I think I might have had her in foil. Grim Wanderer. That's a Goblin Warlock. Very cool. You Meet in a Tavern. I know I've had that. Gloomstalker. Knoll Hunter. Wish. Ooh, Wish Spell. Awesome. You may play a card you own from outside the game this turn. Whoa. Am I understanding that right? So I could just be like, hold on, let me go to my collection and pull out another card. That's crazy. And it's actually very appropriate for that to be a Wish Spell. But, man, that's kind of bonkers. You can just play it. That's, wow. I wonder if am I understanding that correctly? That almost seems too good, but I don't know. Compelled Duel. Nice foil there. And our cool little, hey, play on Arena. I already did. Fantastic. All right. We have about 6 packs left. So we're getting to the end. And if you've been watching this whole thing, I appreciate you very much. If not, then you're not hearing me say anything. But I'll say I still appreciate you for checking in. All right, we've got our token creature zombie. We got a few minor interruptions here and there. It's going to happen, especially with something that just takes this long. That's cool. I'm not even sure what all's going on here, but it looks really awesome. So sometimes that's how it is. So I'm going to put another question out besides just do you play at the foils? If you play D&D, especially if you run D&D games, do you incorporate the races you can play from outside the player's handbook, or do you keep it to the player's handbook? I'm generally inclined to keep them in the player's handbook, not because I think those other races are a bad idea, but I think if you get one person who wants to play one of the more unusual races, you get the situation where everyone now wants to play an unusual race, which is okay, but then you have this really bizarre, like, you know, your party walks into a town and like one of them is a goblin and the other one is a cat person, whatever they're called, and like, you know, angel person, you know, and it's like, wow, could you possibly stand out anymore? Like, which I guess creates some interesting challenges, but I think the big challenge is figuring out how y'all got together. It's a weird one. Green Dragon. I do have to figure out what this borderless card means. I don't know. I'll find out. Dueling Rapier. Great art. I really like the art on that. This gal looks like she's loving her life in the middle of this. If she's actually in a fight, I don't know. Boot to Speed. Awesome. That's a great item. Armory Veteran and Orc Warrior. Awesome. You Find Some Prisoners. We've had that one. Oh, here's Hama Pashar again. Runeseeker. We've had her a couple times. Grim Wanderer. Goblin Warlock. Lurking Roper. Ooh, Ropers are kind of cool. You see stalactites grow down from the ceiling, while stalagmites reach... Ah! That's pretty fun. All right. I feel like I should have gone and just read all these quotes at the bottom while I went, but I don't want to spoil everything for those of you who buy it. Critical Hit. That's fantastic. You got to have critical hits. Circle of Dreams Druid and Elven Druid. Ranger's Longbow. Nice cool foil. That's awesome. Love it. All right, we're down to the final 5, which is awesome, but it means I'm running out of time, running out of possibilities. Get Mr. Jordan. Now I'm looking up and my camera's battery is about to die, so I'm going to have to switch that real soon. I'm going to try to get through this pack. So we got that art again. That's cool. We got our Forest. That's great. Direwolf Prowler. Dragon's Fire. Awesome. Needs to be more Dragon's Fire. Jaded Sellsword. It's a Dragon Warrior. Improvised Weaponry. Reaper's Talisman. I believe I've had that. I'm not sure. Divine Smite. Demogorgon's Clutches. Oh, you don't want to be caught in a Demogorgon's Clutches, that's for sure. Valor Singer, the Typhon Bard. We've had that. Hired Hexblade. Zalto, the Fire Giant Duke. That's pretty cool. Giant Barbarian. That's actually terrifying. You Meet in a Tavern. A foil You Meet in a Tavern. And The Atropal. I think I've had the Atropal before. All right, I'm going to take a quick break to change the battery because I don't want it to die partway through a video. So hold on a minute. You might not even notice the difference. We'll see. It might be a slightly different perspective change. We'll see what happens. All right. We might have a little bit of a perspective change as I change the battery. The way this is hanging over the table just gets a little different. So that's just what happens. So anyway, I'm glad that I saw that though, because I definitely recorded and then realized that my battery had died at some point because I wasn't paying attention to the screen. All right, let's get in here. Oops. Token creature, wolf. Fantastic. All right. Cool art. Interesting. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Looks good though. Forest. Gotta have those lands. Temple of the Dragon Queen. I love these. These cool old adventure module looking ones. That's just so neat. Great axe. Definitely had that one before. Leather armor. I don't think I've had leather armor actually. I could be wrong. Dwarfhold Champion. It's a dwarf warrior. Fantastic. You meet in a tavern. I've had a few of those lately. Prosperous Innkeeper. Skullport Merchant. I know I've had at least one of those. Ultraguard Ranger. Human Elephant. I gotta figure that out. Another red dragon. That's cool. I love red dragons. That's awesome. They're not my favorite. Blues are. Oh, Loyal Warhound. Come on. That's great. You have a... There's a dog. I love it. A Ranger's Hawk. That's really cool too. Fantastic. When I decided I was going to start getting into Magic again just recently here in the last few months, so I knew there were different formats. I don't think that was a thing when I started, or at least I wasn't aware of it. And I went up and like, hey, I really don't know much about Magic. I know much about it right now, and you know, I'm looking maybe to get started, or at least to have a better understanding of it. And they're like, okay, what format would you like to play? And I was like, well, the one where you have a deck and you play the cards. I'm like, I don't freaking know. I have no idea. I would like to play. I just want to play casually, and if I have to pick some kind of format, I just want to be able to play with whatever cards I happen to have. I don't want to have to worry about keeping up with it because it's insane to me. Not to say that people who do it are insane. That's fine. If that's your hobby, that's cool. I just can't keep up with it. I cannot keep up with it, so I'm not going to try. Island. Noel Hunter, old style art. Love it. It is, you know, it's definitely not as pretty, but I get the nostalgia kick from it. Unexpected Windfall. Unexpected Windfall. I feel like I was listening to your podcast recently where we were talking about, I don't know if it was the same thing. We were talking about some kind of Windfall card that was a little bit broken, but I think that might have been an older one because it was from long ago. Price of Loyalty. Sorcery. Sepulchre Ghoul. I've definitely had that. Moonblessed Cleric. I believe I've had one of those. The Cleric class. Trelasara. Moon Dancer. Elf Cleric. She definitely looks dark elfy to me. So that's neat. Whenever you gain life, a +1/+1 counter on Trelasara, Moon Dancer, and Scry 1. Which means you look at the top card of your library, you may put that card on the bottom of your library. Nice. It says, Illustrate teaches us that we are not bound by the circumstances of our birth. We all may find beauty and light if we have the courage to seek them. Very nice. This is true. So you can learn some things from Magic. Or Dungeons & Dragons. Shortcut Seeker. The Warlock class. Sphere of Annihilation. That sounds deadly. Oh my god, I got a cool foil blue dragon. Okay, that's awesome. I don't care how rare or not rare or whatever that is. I got a cool borderless foil blue dragon. I mean, I'm almost totally happy. If I could just get a dress, I don't think I'm going to at this point. Sleep. That is... Everyone needs the sleep spell. It's so good. And D&D. I don't know about Magic. We'll figure it out. Okay. Second to last pack. I don't think I'm going to get a dress. Now, I do have their other little starter thing for this that has, like, a box to put stuff in, all that kind of stuff. I think there's 10 boosters in there, so there's still a chance maybe I can get a Dritz. I don't know, maybe not. Here's that crazy Dragon Bard guy again. I think I might have an art card like this. I'm not sure now. Mounted. If not, I know I can track down individual cards, and I know that's technically the cheaper way to get cards, but I don't want to get too wrapped up in it. Okay. +2 mace. You gotta have your +2s. Fantastic. Paladin Shield. Devoted Paladin. Kalain, Reclusive Painter. I believe we had that one. Displacer Beast. We definitely had a Displacer Beast at least. Blink Dog. I think I had the Displacer Beast and the Blink Dog in the same pack before. I could be wrong. Valor Slinger. Hired Hexblade. Ranger Class. Fantastic. Purple Worm. Old Art. Foil. Cool. Necrovolver. Creature. Volver. I don't know. I haven't heard of that one. That's cool. So one thing I think I've noticed, and I could be wrong, and you people who buy Magic stuff all the time could tell me if I'm crazy. It seems like when you open a pack, like there almost seems to be a tendency to have a lot of maybe 1 or 2 colors. I could be crazy. I mean, we're only dealing with 15 cards in a pack, so I could just be making that up. But it seems that way, so it's kind of weird. Token Creature, Goblin. Oh, this... Excuse me. This is cool. She's just dealing with that in the middle like it's nothing. She doesn't even look bothered by it. That's a great picture. Great picture. Island. Cradle of Baldur's Gate. You know what? It's something I wonder. If you've been playing Magic for a long time, you undoubtedly have a bajillion land cards. Like, I don't think you're in any shortage of land cards. And I feel like it must be kind of annoying when you open up a pack that you're going to have a land card taking up space in there that could be another card. I don't know. Maybe it's no big deal. Who could say? But I think it would seem like it'd be weird. Deadly Dispute. Shambling Gas. I definitely have had that. Devour Intellect. Yep. Lurking Roper. Rally Maneuver. Monk of the Open Hand and Elven Monk. Priest of Ancient Lore. Power of Persuasion. This is another one where you roll a d20. That's super interesting to me. True Polymorph. Ooh, and a very shiny Iron Golem. Excellent. Is that it? That's it. That's all my booster packs. So I've opened up the entire box of boosters from the Forgotten Realms set. Again, these are not the it's not the collector's boxes because man, I am not made of money. This is already a little bit of a stretch, but it's cool. I had some gift card money, so I've got a lot of cards to sort through and try to figure out what to do with them. Well, play the game, obviously, but I got to figure out some of these more unusual cards. At least they're unusual to me. Maybe to other people they're just totally normal. I'm not sure. But this has been really cool to look through it. I'm actually gearing up to play a D&D game with my daughter. She wants to try it. So seeing these pictures, seeing some of these creatures and spells that I'm familiar with from the past has really kind of helped inspire me a little bit. And, of course, I also would like to play Big Bad Magic the Gathering and try out some of these weird cards and see how that goes. I'd be curious. I'd be interested to talk to someone who's really knowledgeable about Magic and see what they think of this set, if they like the fact that they've gone into Forgotten Realms. I know they're also doing a Lord of the Rings one, and then I believe a Warhammer 40k. I'm probably not going to get Lord of the Rings because as much as it is the start of all the fantasy stuff, I got into the point where I like Forgotten Realms better, to be honest. I know that's blasphemous to some people, but that's what it is. And 40k, I like 40k, but man, that really feels like quite a stretch outside of normal Magic the Gathering in terms of setting. I don't know if I want bolt guns and stuff and that, so I don't believe I'll go for that. But this one's, it's right up my alley, so I'm excited to have gotten these cards. But I'd love to hear what Magic players think. I'd love to hear what D&D people think. Like, does this make you want to try out Magic or get back into it if you've gone away from it like I have? I'm excited to play it. It's not gonna, I say this as if I know exactly how it's gonna hit me, but I'm not intending to make this like my big game because I have so many games to play and I'm trying to do reviews and I just can't focus entirely on Magic, which I think is very easy to do. But yeah, I'm excited to mess with these and get them to the table and see how they are. Let me know if you found any cool cards. Did you get a Drizzt? If so, I'm really super jealous. And I want it, but I won't give you anything for it because I'm broke now because I bought this. So But good for you if you got one and you wanted one. That's fantastic. But definitely let me know. I'd love to hear if you got a dress. I'd love to see that card. I could look it up, I guess, but I'm more excited to see the card of someone who maybe is following me on Twitter or on YouTube, whichever the case. So anyway, I hope this has been a fun video for you. I don't know if I'll have too many like this in the future just because I don't know that I'm going to be unboxing booster packs a lot. That's probably not going to be a really common thing for me. But either way, I look forward to seeing you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. And actually, before I go into that end spiel, I forgot. If you did enjoy this, please hit like and subscribe and click the bell icon if you want to know when my next video is up. And now I'll say, I look forward to seeing you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. I hope you have a great day, and I hope if you get some booster packs for the Forgotten Realms set, you get whatever card they make that you are looking for. I wish you the luck that I did not have. Okay? Bye. Have a great night. Bye.